Alright, this is my Magichelon Man, and this is our Ice Barrier deck. So starting with the extra deck, I'm going to show you my extra deck. It's with the Brynoc, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, Ally of Justice Cataster, X-Saber Urbellum, Stardust Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, and Gaia Knight Force of Earth. Going over here, we have 3 traps, Call the Haunted, Bottomless Trap Hole, and Draining Shield. We got a Mystical Space Typhoon, a Medallion of the Ice Barrier that allows me to add 1 Ice Barrier monster from my deck to my hand. Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier, I reveal 3 Ice Barrier monsters in my hand with different names. Select 1 card my opponent controls, destroy the opponent's card, and special summon 1 Ice Barrier monster from my hand. Big Wave, Small Wave, I destroy all water monsters on the field, then I summon the exact same amount of water monsters from my hand if I want to. Swords Revealing Light, Water Hazard, once per turn if you control no monsters, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand. 2 more medallions, a Book of Moon, another Magic Triangle, Big Wave, Small Wave, another Magic Triangle, Monster Reborn, another MST, more Wave Greed. Onto the monsters, which are 2 General Gorgontalas. What he does, once returned to my end phase, I can select 1 Ice Barrier monster in my graveyard except for General Gorgontala and special summon them. So, and then I got a Cryomancer. He, while I control another Ice Barrier monster, he's a Gravity Mind. So, he's also level 2 tuner. Secret Guards, if I control another face-up Ice Barrier monsters, you control target monsters you control cannot be targeted by effects of your effect monsters. Diasoyo, when this card is normal summon or flip summons, change the defense position. Face-up Ice Barrier monsters you control cannot be destroyed by spell or trap card effects. General Raiho, when an effect resolves that was activated by your opponent effect monster on the field, they can discard 1 card. If they do not, that effect is negated. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Ice Barrier monster in addition to your normal summoner set. This effect can only be used once per turn. Okay, Spellbreaker. When I control another Ice Barrier monster, she has Cold Wave, basically. Once per turn, if I control another face-up Ice Barrier monster, I can relive any number of my Ice Barrier monsters in my hand to select an equal number of spell or trap cards. Set spell or trap cards my opponent controls and return the selected ones back to my opponent's hand. Yeah. Sacred Guards again. Sacred Spirit. He's a spirit card, and he had basically the spirit effect where it goes back to your hand at the end of the end phase. Well, if you have another Ice Barrier monster, it does the exact opposite and sends one of your opponent's monsters back to its hand. If my opponent controls 4 or more cards than I do, I can special summon this card from my hand. This card makes it where my opponent can only activate 1 or spell or trap card per turn. Another Sacred Spirit. Strategist, I don't really like him, but I use him anyway. Once per turn, you can summon 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand to the graveyard to draw 1 card. Caravan of the Ice Barrier. Once per turn, you can select 2 Ice Barrier monsters in your graveyard, return the selected monsters to the deck, and each player draws 1 card. Dudark of the Ice Barrier. He's a level 2 tuner. If the only face-up monsters I control are level 2 or lower, this card can attack your opponent directly. Warlock of the Ice Barrier. While you control a set other face-up Ice Barrier monsters, both players must set spell cards before activating them. You cannot activate them until their next turn. Like, they're basically just trap cards now. 2 more Cryomancers. They're level 2 tuners, and they're Gravity Mind. Samurai, I don't use his effect at all. He's 4 stars and he's an 1800 attack beat stick. Good for synchroing for Brynoc. Defender of the Ice Barrier. If I control another face-up Ice Barrier monster my opponent controls, monsters my opponent controls cannot declare an attack. The attack is greater than or equal to this card's defense, which is 1600. So you have to have like 1500 attack, and that would not work. General Grenard, he allows you to have a double summon for another Ice Barrier monster. He's got 2800 attack, and he's 8 stars. And we got Shock Troops. I contribute him and select 1 face-up water monster on the field, destroy it, and add 1 Ice Barrier monster from my deck to my hand. That's it.